All right, welcome in. We have Houseboat for game number 1. We've got Say My Name over here, and we're going to switch Say My Name to red because I'm just used to him being in red. Very good Vietnamese player if you're not aware of him. Doesn't really prepare all that much, but just great game sense. Always been a fan of him. He's been around for a very long time. On the other side, we have someone who has not been around for a very long time, who actually thought about making a dock here, but wisely is going to reposition it on the side. It is GuKi. Up-and-comer in the scene. I think she's 16. She's from Mexico. And we see a lot of promise in this youngster. Oh, God. Did I just say youngster? Oh. I feel so old. This young whippersnapper. Well, she, I would suspect, has prepared for this and is just wondering where she needs to go with the villagers here. Is going to find a place to lumber camp, but she's playing as the Japanese. Japanese are a very good civ here on Houseboat. You have to transport all of your villagers away from this town center and get them to the outside. She's done that already. She's getting the lumber camp set up, and she will probably set up a dock on this outer ring. The fact she went for a dock there is slightly concerning. It tells me that maybe she didn't prepare as much as I thought. Or maybe just at least on Houseboat. Because you should always make the dock on the outside. At the beginning anyway. Later on, if you're going to fish trap boom or something, you can make the dock on the inside. But you want to keep all of these box turtles for harvesting to the TC. And then you put your dock out here somewhere to harvest some more of those box turtles to that dock. You can fish trap boom in these ponds. We see it quite often, but we also see people come forward and start docking their opponent's pond. As Say My Name goes for a dock here. Really good one. We'll be able to bring the box turtles in. That's extra sources of income. He could also make a dock here forward. You get a little bit of extra vision, right? So if your opponent comes to forward dock you, you might be able to see it with your own dock. Line of sight before that happens. And he's sending his scout out to explore for these water buffalo. Now, the water buffalo are super important. You can transport them to the main island. No, GuKi, no. I don't like that. I don't like that. Maybe she's got a plan, but I don't like. I don't like that. Is it best to dock away from the berries because you can mill both berries and fish? Yeah. That's a great plan. A mill here would be great. You can take that. I always just prefer a dock slightly forward so that you get some extra vision. And it doesn't really impact your villager time on transporting either. GuKi's got a lot of villagers bringing in food. She's exploring with the scouts. Say My Name. Has really good exploration, has discovered the pond from GuKi, and Say My Name has so many water buffalo under here, so his villagers are going to be working under the TC for a while, with no need to just transport them away. Maybe the middle dock is to confuse the opponent so they think she forward docked their lake. I don't... No, I don't think so, dude. I don't think so, man. The middle dock is better because, you know, you're lessening the trip for the fishing chips, bringing back the food from the fish, but it's not that big of a difference. It's a couple tiles. And that's it. What seed are these players? That is a great question. Let's take a look. 54 versus 75, so they're actually close, and I'll just add that in right here. 75, 54. Feudal age on the way for Say My Name. GuKi getting loom, and GuKi, it kind of looks like she might attempt a fast castle or something. I don't know if she's going to have the food. Not really going to be collecting all that much. Now transporting more villagers across. Say My Name Coming forward with 2 villagers. He's never been one that's afraid of a forward attempt. And with Portuguese, his ships are going to have more HP. So it's going to be tough to fight up against that. However, GuKi has discovered this. Good scouting there. If she noticed, she pulled the scout away. She's not tracking this. She might be able to see the dock as it comes up. Yep, there it is. So full warning about what is happening. However, she is a minute away from Feudal Age as saymyname gets to Feudal. And GuKi goes for another dock back here. This is looking way better for saymyname at the moment. He does have less fish, but he's still got water buffalo to take under the TC, so he won't have to worry about transporting anytime soon. And it looks like GuKi is just going full water defense. 3rd dock on the way. Now scouting over here with the transport ship. Have to be really careful not to lose that. If she loses that early, which I think she might here against this fire coming out, that's basically idling this TC. It basically means that this TC is no longer effective until she makes another transport ship, because there's nothing to collect here. Still 107 HP left on that.
Did you know Ireland
Fire's
has the
coming out
fastest
now.
growing capital city in the world? Every day it's Dublin.
Thanks, Apex. Every day it's Dublin. Every day it's Dublin. Thank you for that little tidbit of knowledge. We appreciate you. Fire's coming out from GuKi. The 3 docks is helping already. And she's going to push this fire away. And I think she might get this one. Saymayname's going to try and get it away so it can repair. But GuKi shifts focus over to this fire. Does not clear up this one. That feels like a mistake. Now Saymyname just brings back the villagers to repair. And Saymyname is also going for a forward to supplement this. So there's going to be an archery range. The fire doesn't get finished off. Saymyname now repairing that, and looks like he's going to have enough resources to get some archers onto the field while keeping his fires safe. Beautiful job so far from him, but GuKi hasn't lost any fish, so good job from her as well to keep up with Saymyname. Demo on the way for GuKi. Would love to see a demo from Saymyname. Holy. If Saymyname got a demo here, jeez. That would be a problem. You can see things already getting messy. Houseboat is a really difficult map to play, like technically. Just to keep sending the villagers across, get them working again. Have to keep constantly hitting that idle button and making sure your transport is alive. As we see the demo coming in, it's a good one. Boom! Let's go, dude. That's the demo that GuKi needs. Something like that. More fires on the way. Another demolition raft. This could be a really good one. She could potentially get the Vil. She doesn't get it. Saymyname pulls away in time. Meanwhile, the archers are being built up. Saymyname will probably get fletching. Chemical, thank you for the 10 gifted. And wait until he has at least 2 archers to come in here and hit this. This is going to be very, very difficult for GuKi when these archers come in. Very, very difficult if he gets fletching. If he doesn't get fletching, then it's easy to deal with. GuKi's cleared it. GuKi has cleared this. Transport's still alive. Fire galley's coming forward now. Saymyname not making any more ships, so he's forced GuKi into a big investment to defend. But now the archers are moving forward. Still no fletching. He wants to go up to Castle Age, I think. I'm surprised he's like going forward like this with no fletching. Right? This is not really the biggest threat in the world. And GuKi will just go for a tower right away. Wall it in, wall it in, wall it in, shank him! She's on the chase. Tower will go up. Archers will continue to be annoying. And fire galleys will clear this stuff up. GuKi can now start adding fish and fish trapping if she wants to. Resources are looking okay, but still only these 4 fish on food at the moment. And she's making skirms. Saymyname is on the way up to Castle Age. Everything has gone, maybe not according to plan for him, but basically the way he wanted it to. GuKi is delayed to Castle Age. GuKi is now investing into skirmishers. Big water investment. He didn't make nearly as many ships. And she's now struggling to fight back the archers, and fletching is now on the way. As GuKi pulls some of these units away. Still just distracted, right? Units on both sides of her wood line. And the scout going down now. First villager of the game dead. That is a clever tower, isn't it? The tower from GuKi probably should have gone over here somewhere. But she is on stone, so she's thinking about another tower. And she does have the skirmishers now. Unfortunately, she is quite far away from Castle Age. And saymyname is adding a stable. The eco back here, looking pretty nice. Res collected is much better. Let's take a look at the efficiencies. He's just done, overall, he's done a better job with the eco. We look at the percentages here. Idle economy time, 43 minutes versus 18. Bloodlines coming in. More farms for GuKi. Lots of gold in the bank, but no market to spend it. And now more villagers are coming forward. PC in the center. And no gold for saymyname. 90 gold only. So he tries to afford a knight. Can't afford crossbow at the same time. Let alone bodkin arrow. Even though he does still have these archers. GuKi's still languishing away in Feudal Age, though. She has added extra fishing ships, which is good. However, there's only box turtles left to take, so she'll start adding in the fish traps, which will cost a lot of wood. GuKi's trying... Oh, God. She's trying to save the skirms. Don't save the skirms! You let the knight in! You let the knight inside! The skirms didn't matter. Fuck the skirms. Oh, God. And now this is annoying. But she should be able to deal with that, maybe. And now the skirms died of the night anyway. Ah! 3 HP. And a villager dies on this side because the skirms were busy with the knight. Siege Workshop now from saymyname. He's still not fish trapping. He's already deleted the TC in the center, which a lot of players will do because they don't want to deal with it. They just don't want to have to keep transporting villagers across. So he made 2 on the outside, and he'll go 2 TC now. Optimally, the TC in the middle stays up, and you consistently make vills and transport them over. However, the more experienced players that know themselves will delete that. Because they know it's just going to be an annoyance for them the entire way. Crossbow's pushing in. saymyname trying to stall out this tower. He's not going to be able to. And GuKi will get that tower up, and she's going to get another tower up. Went out to stone really early, did GuKi. Resources collected still somewhat close as saymyname goes for another town center on that side. And GuKi still has her pawn fully available to her. So she could theoretically fish trap boom. Another tower. 1, 2, 3, 4 towers. 5 towers for GuKi. Guard tower might be a technology that she would like here. It would be really useful to her if she were to take out that mangonel, but it doesn't look like she's going to get it. Saymayname's eco is about to explode. Yeah, I think the only thing that's going to be holding him back is food eco. There are berries here he can take as Portuguese. And that's actually hilarious. He's Portuguese and he hasn't taken his berries at the back yet. He just refuses. Siege Workshop comes in for GuKi. Fletching on the way for GuKi. Saymyname is pushing like a madman. GuKi is stuck in the corner, but she's still alive. Yasama Towers, let's go. Well, you need a castle for that. And if GuKi ever loses this position and Saymyname maybe gets a castle set up here, suddenly her pawn is going to be docked. Which is not good at all. Saymyname will see this villager migration out here. I don't know if he noticed it. He's sending a crossbow now. Hasn't actually seen the TC itself. And I think that's a fortunate thing for GuKi. The fact that he doesn't notice that this eco is out here. Town Watch comes in. Now he does. Now he has a new target. If he can't get through here, which he might not be able to, right? There's demos along the shoreline. There's a mangonel defense here. There's a couple towers as well. It's a difficult push to make. GuKi no gold. Yeah, she secured some. That was a good TC. Villagers over here will probably die. Good job from GuKi. Can't get past that elephant, though. It's a fat ass blocking the way. It blocked her again. Disgusting. Cav archers seem odd when facing a push. They do, don't they? Villagers dying over here. Mangonels under threat from the fire galleys, but it feels like these mangonels are going to clear up the whole navy at this rate. GuKi's going to need to pull away. And yeah, that TC became an instant target. And GuKi will need to go for another siege workshop. Even a hand card on the way from Saymyname. This is going to be a really, really good eco behind this. Still no fish traps. But booming up regardless. And this tower is still putting in work over here too. It's already killed 2 vills. Just an annoyance. GuKi goes for another TC. Still has the cav archers over here, only with fletching. But maybe enough to distract Saymyname, potentially. One over for Saymyname? I think so. But it's a messy map, right? You never know, for sure. He's just stretching out around the map. He's got full control on this side. He's even got control on this side. GuKi's not in a situation to add in fish traps. Saymyname is. Like, Saymyname should be fish trapping here. Look at how much wood he has. He's got 1,000 wood.
Thank you, Dave, for
What
hosting tournament.
a farm. What a farm. Unbelievable gameplay. Cav archers now pushing forward. GuKi does not have the mass to clear this up, and Saymyname can just allocate a few reinforcements over there. He's going to be fine. GuKi now threatened on gold again, and the fishing ships are idled. And there's the castle. She does have quite a few cav archers now, but I don't think she can stop this castle with the scorpion, the knights, the cav archer. I think Saymyname should be perfectly fine over there, and he's going to be perfectly fine over here, too. GuKi does take out a mangonel. 2 mangonels. TC survives for another day, but Saymyname is about to be up to imp.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity towel.
And the castle will go up at the perfect moment here as the cav archers come in. Saymyname blocks this. GuKi now having to contend with a castle in the center. Still hasn't been able to really do any damage to Saymyname. Look at the scouting. She hasn't been over here since Dark Age. Imperial Age on the way for Say My Name. Jesus. Okay. Here we go. Finally a raid. Finally some momentum. Never mind. Handcart's huge. The villagers are quick. They get away on time. And she needs to leave. GuKi isn't dead, but she cannot win. Yep. Yeah, like, this is just a stranglehold, right? Now, organ guns coming out. Look at the army. Crossbow, cav archer, knight, monk, scorpion, organ guns, mangonel, ram. My man has the full rainbow of tech tree options on the field. GuKi might kill a Vil. Let's go. Ballistics is coming in for GuKi. 2 Vils. Maybe more. Say My Name is finally over here on the berries. And GuKi will kill a few villagers, but Say My Name will reach Imp and will be able to click Imp again if he wants. He should go double Imp. 1,600 food in the bank. There was 800 gold in the bank. He's just getting all of his techs now. More crossbows coming in. More rams being added. Should probably add in some trebs, which he's doing. Adding another unit type to his military. And maybe even, like, redock here. There's nothing GuKi can do to stop a redock, really. Okay. Big crossbow mass cleared up on this side by those cav archers. And GuKi takes that fight, wins that fight, then takes a moment to think about her situation and realizes that she's absolutely dead here. Good play from Say My Name. He did a really nice job coming forward. It looked like a map that GuKi wasn't overly familiar with. Docking in the middle early, not really taking the fish, slower uptime, right? Say My Name was really, really quick up. Went for the docks and then went for the archer forward, forcing the defense from GuKi. And then while GuKi was busy defending on water, Say My Name went for the archers. When she's busy defending against the archers, Say My Name just goes up to Castle Age. The timings were a huge advantage there for him. And we'll see it on the stats page here. So 9-11, much, much faster, right? And then 1928 versus 25 minutes. Way faster. And then obviously the Imperial Age. Eco, huge advantage as well. Oh, I said 9/11. Yeah. Sorry. Terrible. Dude. Reminds me of that tragedy. Nice and toasty. Thank you for the 4 months. Golden Lion, thank you for the 23. Reminds me of Norm Macdonald, dude. Sag. I was so sad when Norm died. All right. Portuguese win. Japanese loss. He did die of cancer, though, and he did have a joke about cancer. It's like the thing about cancer. It can't win against you. At best, it's a draw. It's like if you die, the cancer dies as well. Also, the World Wars joke was so good. I forget. I think he did it on the Late Show or something, or the Tonight Show. That little stand-up bit he did. He's like, I'm afraid of the Germans. They went to war, and who did they choose as the enemy? The world. Then 30 years later, they decide to go to war against, or they decide to go to war again. And who did they pick? The world. And it was close. 20 years later, not 30. Yeah, I know, dude. Well, yeah. Depends whether you're going from the start of World War One to which invasion in World War Two, but yeah, roughly. To 25. Okay, we wait for game number 2. Gonna be Boundary Brawl. Update on the other sets right now, ongoing. Looks like Pella and Z40 are starting. Hera's up 2-0. No surprise there. I mean, that was the bottom seed, Tom. He's a 2K player. And it looks like he's struggling a little bit. Raven is playing up against Sorokuma. They're just going into game 1 right now. Cloud versus Teemo. I don't know what the score is there. Take a look. Tristan's casting it. It is... Whoa! That Houseboat game looks sick, dude. That Houseboat game looks so cool. Cloud playing as Mayans, and he pushed Teemo's side. Teemo tried for a forward or something, and it's 1-1 over on that set. So they have a good set going on over there. Remember, those were the two closest seeds, Teemo and Cloud. Cast that after this. We'll see how long this one goes and what's still running after this one. Cloud is a Nomad specialist. I'm not certain. Cloud has just been around for a very long time, right? Cloud is a very experienced player. Have there been any other 3-hour Nilly marathon meetings? No. No. At the end of it, Nilly was like, when's the next time we should meet? And some people were like, oh, we should meet in like 2 months or 6 months. It was kind of like, I don't remember what I said. Probably like 5 years from now or something. It's fucking never again, dude. The heat death of the universe is when we should meet next. Viper Emu in an hour? I think so, maybe. Viper Emu in an hour, yeah. Margugu's playing in 2 hours. Kingston's playing in 2 hours. Miguel versus Turs in 3. Capwatch is playing in 3 as well. Beery's playing in 4. Hard is playing in 4 hours. There's a lot of people playing today, guys. I'm disappointed no one casted Eli's breakthrough moment. I watched it. Tristan and I were both there. I posted in the Discord as well. We're watching on Dizzy AoE channel. So we're going to go on to Boundary Brawl here, and I see Huns. I see Huns. And I also saw Huns when Timo and Cloud loaded up for Boundary Brawl too. I think I saw that. They actually ended up restarting the lobby, but this might be a nice little civ for Boundary Brawl. I mean, if you get the horse out, you can discover all of these basically for free, right? And look how many water buffalo there actually are. I don't think you should bring them to the middle. Ooh, this might be a restart. I don't know if those TCs can range each other. Maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think they can. Okay, cool. Anyway, welcome to Boundary Brawl. You have to build your TC up here on this area. Now, everyone has vision. Everyone has vision here in this middle area. There's a lot of hunt. There's some wood you can take. There's some berries you can take. And then each person gets 2 elephants at the back. There are some fish as well. And then there's a bunch of water buffalo. And that horse, for Say My Name, is going to be so nice. We're going to switch Say My Name to red because, like I said, I'm used to seeing him in red. I don't think they can target each other, these 2 TCs. I think they're going to be fine. Yeah, he can't target it. Okay, cool. So both players just need to make sure that they keep their villagers out of range of the opponent's town center. The Hunnic horse is already here. And look at what Say My Name's doing. He's finding all of these water buffalo along the edge. And I mean, GuKi might struggle to even get one of these things if Say My Name is focusing on getting these. The question for Say My Name is, do you bring them back here? Or do you put them like somewhere over here and make a little pen for later? Say My Name already bringing in the elephant. Both players can see what's going on, so lame attempts are a little tough. And there was a set earlier where we watched someone try and lame from behind an opponent's TC, and he instantly lost his villager. Is this the map Yo famously insta-GG'd? Yeah, but some changes have been made. The old Boundary Brawl, the hunt was in the center, all the rhinos and the elephants, which meant that people would try and lure them really early before the TC was up. Now we've changed it so that the rhinos and elephants are at the back. So it's very, very hard to lame that hunt early. GuKi coming out here with 2 villagers. She doesn't have the horse, so her score is super far behind. And she doesn't know instantly where to TC. She's going to have, or sorry, lumber camp. She's going to have to figure that out. She does end up finding 1 water buffalo. Interesting dock from GuKi. The dock will count for 5 population, but she is housed because that dock didn't go up fast enough. She couldn't find a spot for it, so she's going to be forced to get loom. That horse is so good on this map. Yeah, Huns might just be like the civ here, or one of the civs. Persians are good too. Lithuanians are good as well. There's a bunch of viable civs here. Here's the lumber camp from GuKi. Needed to get the lumber camp up. Couldn't go for a fishing ship right away. did want to get that dock so she could eventually start making fishing ships, though. And he's just sending more villagers out to wood, so he can try and get those on the water. Meanwhile, Say My Name's score is still so far ahead. So this is GuKi's line of sight, right? Let's just take a look at this. GuKi's line of sight. Not much. Say My Name's line of sight. GuKi's fishing. Say My Name's vision. GuKi's fishing. Say My Name vision. Holy. And he's finding more water buffalo. So he's going to have consistent food for a very long time. Dock also going up from him. It is important to note that GuKi did go for the dock over here, which is not visible to Say My Name. GuKi can see instantly where Say My Name's dock is. Now, Say My Name will assume that GuKi has a dock somewhere or is planning on one since she's Dravidians. But he has yet to discover this. How many fish are there? There's quite a few. And he's found the dock. Man, Huns are just really good here, aren't they? Look at the scouting from him. There are no questions whatsoever from Say My Name. And there's 1, 2, 3 water buffalo. 4, 5, 6 water buffalo. With more to be found as well. There's still a couple more that he can snag from the center area. Like, this guy is going to have no... and he's got 3 more in the... here. This guy is going to have absolutely no problems with food whatsoever. Feudal Age is on the way now. From Say My Name as he migrates over with a few more villagers. This is a really, really nice beginning for him. I hate that the names swap sides. There is a way to swap that. I don't know how. But it does kind of match up with their positioning here. Or no, it doesn't. How do we swap this? Not that. I don't know. I usually don't do that because it doesn't bother me at all. GuKi doesn't like that horse. The horse is the reason Say My Name is double her score. Look at the scouting from GuKi. Once again. Look at this. GuKi, Say My Name. GuKi, Say My Name.
WWC2 hype.
That is a massive advantage. One person is literally in the dark. As Say My Name gets to Feudal Age, he'll go for water pressure. He's going for galleys right away. This is an incredibly comfortable position for him. He's not really that afraid of the Dravidians at the moment. And now he sees the second dock coming up from GuKi. Barracks going up for GuKi as well. We'll come over here and spot the barracks right away. And he's going to sit right next to that villager, letting GuKi know that he knows about the barracks. And this Hunnic horse might actually do damage. It did. It did 1 damage to the villager. As soon as it was attacked, it did 1 damage to the villager. Third dock for GuKi. She goes into galleys as well. So Say My Name will fall behind on galley production eventually. He's forced to go into a barracks to match her barracks. He still has a ton of food available under the TC, though. He's got the berries, he's got some hunt, he's got the water buffalo as well, and his food eco is looking good, so he could potentially go into scouts, which aren't actually that bad against Feudal Age ships. Name swap looks to be Alt-S. There we are. Thank you. We'll try and remember that one. There you go, folks. Archer range. Ooh, nice find from GuKi. Okay, here we go. Might be able to snipe a villager. One villager dead. Still no fletching for either player, and her ships didn't take all that much damage either. But she now has to worry about galleys behind enemy lines. Fishing ships are on the run. Saymyname. Gonna lose a galley here. Good job from GuKi. Horse is now dead. The horse has been killed. And the score is evening out somewhat, but now Saymyname is sniping the fishing ships from GuKi. Oh, that fishing ship had 30 food in it. Oh, God, that would have been... It had more food in it than she had in the bank. Oh, God. That would have been so nice to just drop that off before it died. Saymyname's food, on the other hand, looking fine. Still has plenty. If he loses water, it could be concerning. But right now, huge advantage for Saymyname. Fletching can matter here in these battles. And fletching coming in for Saymyname, no fletching coming in yet for GuKi. Doesn't really have the food for it, right? Don't know if she has a blacksmith either. Finding some good picks. And now has the advantage in galley numbers. And we'll kill an extra villager. Nice. No blacksmith. Oh, she does have a blacksmith. Nice. Awesome. Great. Uh-oh. Saymyname heading over with skirms. We have one skirmisher in the queue and one garrisoned. So not really defensive force ready to go over there for GuKi. But she does have a spearman kind of being annoying and harassing these fishes a little bit, which is nice. Saymyname can even go castle relatively soon. Yeah, it is a problem. It is a big problem. And he's not kicked off of water either. And she still doesn't have fletching. The food eco just isn't there. So he can just kind of pick away at these galleys, run away. His skirmishers come in here, pushed away by the tower and the Dravidian skirms. So GuKi's fine for the moment. He just needs to get the food eco set up somehow. He's still working away on those water buffalo he found way earlier. He's got food for days. There's even a rhino here he could potentially lure in if the galleys aren't around. And then there's some hunt and there's some berries left over in the middle. GuKi has fletching. GuKi's got fletching. What did I pull up to? Boundary brawl, my friend. It's actually been, all things considered, I think she's done quite a good job. Not ACC, I'm sorry. Saymyname had just a massive advantage early. He's going to go up to Castle Age much faster than her. But at least she's still alive. At least she's still alive. That was satisfying. Both sinking at the same time. GuKi's been getting housed. It's tough. You're trying to produce from 3 docks at the same time. Keep your skirms coming out. Keep your vills coming out. Even with Dravidians getting popped from the docks, it's tough. That's another reason Huns are so good here, right? You're going to be creating like 3 different units at the same time for multiple production buildings. It's just nice to not have to make houses. What's the elo difference here? It's not that big of an elo difference. The difference here is experience, right? GuKi is 16, I think. She's relatively new to the scene. I don't know if she plays a lot of Nomad maps to begin with. And Saymyname is a guy who plays in almost every tournament. Has gotten some really big results against well-known players. And is just crafty. He's just really crafty. He's like the old veteran that the pros are expected to beat, but they're never 100% comfortable against. I came into this set fully expecting saymyname to win, but we're looking for something good from GuKi. Too stable over here from saymyname. I'm glad that he's going knights and not cav archers. Cav archers don't really make a lot of sense here. But the tendency is to go into CA with Huns regardless. And I like to see the knight edition because knights are going to absolutely destroy everything on this side. GuKi is hunting down the galleys though. So GuKi will have water control. And water control will shut off this TC. Keep saymyname isolated to the outside. If she can manage to defend against this somehow, she might be okay. saymyname has 0 on food. 0 on food. He needs to get that sorted out. Holy, there are some rhinos over here he could potentially take. He's losing more villagers. Okay, maybe a chance for GuKi. If she defends against this, there might be a solid chance. saymyname will go for a siege workshop up against the edge of the map. GuKi is still in feudal age, but looking to go up to castle age, killing villagers coming from this town center. And saymyname doesn't have a food eco. How can she defend against knights, though? That's the question. That's the question. Quick walls, right? There's only going to be these 6 knights for the time being. Quick walls and spearmen and the tower, potentially. What is that? This! The panic is real. Ram now coming up for saymyname. GuKi pulls all of this stuff back to the galleys. Gonna use the galleys to defend against the knights. That's where she has the advantage, on the water. However, she doesn't really have wood now. 34 villagers for saymyname. 37 villagers for GuKi. This TC is almost completely cut off from saymyname, and he's just foraging the bush over here. And now more villagers dying. If she had got that quick wall up. Look at how many spearmen are here. If she had got that house up, it wasn't even quick. Just hit the house once, and you're fine. Now running with the vills. Coming over here. saymaneme's knights did so much damage. Equal on villagers for both of these. And saymyname just trying to get his food eco under control. It's tough. It's really, really tough. He's got these 4 villagers on food, and that's it. Knights are dying to the spearmen. See what I mean? Like, if she had gotten the house up, the spearmen could have come out and dealt with the knights. You just, she was focused on other things. It's a very difficult map. There's a lot to do. GuKi will get to castle age, get 200 wood instantly, and add a TC over here. So the reboom is on. We could see some fishing ships added from GuKi. That's probably a smart play, right? She's got excess wood. She needs food. And pikeman upgrade is coming in, and the knights are dying. Also kill the scorpion. saymyname, lots of gold in the bank, but not really a food eco to speak of. He still needs to reboom himself. He's deleted the TC in the center. He deleted it, which opens this up completely for GuKi. However, all of this is visible to saymyname still. Remember that. So, he knows exactly what's going on over here. GuKi adds a stable. Interesting. I think she needs to add fishing ships. She's going for a horse collar, but you got to take advantage of what you have, which is the water. And there's still plenty of fish out here. You have tons of wood? She should have 10 fishing ships already. Why is the center always visible? That's just one of the perks of the map. Knight's still roaming around. Wait, what happened there? Hang on a second. Does that pikeman have like some supernatural super pike? What? GuKi now working away on the tower. Cav archers coming out from saymyname. Another TC coming in from GuKi. saymyname still has these knights and GuKi isn't over with the pikeman. Oh god, GuKi, not like this. You have the pikeman, goes for the quick walls on this side, gets him up. Will save the villagers, and the town center will go up, but can't afford to lose any more vills. Also, where are the fishing ships? Oh, man. Farms are coming up, which are consistent, I suppose. It feels like the fishing ships, to take advantage of the water, are just such a good play. This doesn't want to lose them against the knights for free, but still. Saymyname Zico. It's looking better. He's adding farms. He's got 3 TCs. It's a good game, though. Thought saymyname would be much further ahead. Might have thought this game would be over by now. GuKi stays in it. She will learn from these games. Well, yeah, I mean, every tournament game is just more experience, right? And the more experience you gain, the less nervous you're going to be. You're going to make better decisions. You're going to have more experience with different maps, and these are very different maps. That mangonel's quite annoying. Quite annoying. Siege workshop and defense from GuKi. Cav archers are over here. GuKi notices. A little bit too late, though. And a 4th TC for saymyname. So saymyname is just keeping her distracted, keeping all the military away from himself as he adds eco to kind of make up for the stuff that he lost earlier from losing water. Water definitely brought her back in here. You can tell how important water is on this map. Like, she was completely dead. It brought her back for a moment, but saymyname was just so far ahead before. Doesn't make a difference. He's going to go for the siege workshop over here, but she will notice that with this TC. And knowing GuKi, she'll go for a defensive siege workshop on this side. She likes that, I think, just from watching the first 2 games. Hasn't noticed it yet. Busy over here. There it is. More stables here from saymyname. Again, great map control. Presence on both sides. GuKi takes out 2 mangonels. And that's number 3. 3 mangonels killed on this side, but the TC is dead. The TC is down, and saymyname is now at 80 villagers. An excellent reboom, floating all sorts of res, has the stone, and might be thinking about a castle forward at some point. I think a castle here is good. Maybe not, actually. The galleys are still alive. Maybe not. Saymyname is crazy, so he might attempt it. But the galleys are still out here, so maybe not a great idea. He is wild, though. Like, he could attempt that, for sure. Wheelbarrow on the way for him. Mangonel popping out. GuKi survives with her own. Begins to repair. With a lot of ills. Pulls the Mangonel back. Goes for a really quick shot there and saves it again. Saymyname sending Vils forward. He's going for a castle over here. Up against the edge of the map. GuKi distracted with the cav archers at the back, so won't be able to attack around this castle foundation. And the castle will probably go up, as Saymyname now has 2 Mangonels on this side. The cav archers at the back here. And some knights in reserve. 95 villagers for him. Plenty of resources. GuKi has 81. Even a hero Mangonel won't save her here. She's massing res, but won't have enough for a castle. Won't have enough to go imp. Now has more cav archers over here to deal with, and needs to abandon this position completely. She still has the water, and she still has this whole area that's safe, relatively. But Saymayname's eco is too good now. A lot of farms, getting handcart as well. It's just too good. GuKi's dead? Yep. A really good attempt, though. Finally, the fishing ships are coming in. I think it's just too late, though. I think it's just too late. She's been floating wood for a very long time. I think the fishing ships needed to come out a lot sooner. Might have been nervous about the knights running around, right? You don't want to make the fishing ships and then just lose them instantly, but feels like you had to take advantage of the one area of the map that you actually do control, which is the water. Maybe 2-0? Definitely 2-0. It's the same situation as the first game, right? Like, she's alive, but she can't win. Because Saymyname is about to click up. And then Saymyname just goes back on water and wins the game. Once he's an imp, you go back on water. You can make fire ships or whatever. Maybe galleons. You get dromons. Or you can just spam on land. Either or. Continue the push over here. Go for another castle. Could work as well. You could see GuKi prowling around looking for another dock. And the cav archers. Oh, the cav archers are coming to the middle. That's so good. If he sits here, he can shut down like her whole food eco. On this side. Tarkins, let's go. Love to see it. Coolest looking unit in the game. Either the Tarkin or the Magyar Hussar. I absolutely love Tarkins. I always have since I was a kid. Seems like water doesn't matter enough on this. Oh no, water matters a lot, man. Water matters a ton. The water is the only thing that's been keeping GuKi alive. Yep. Like, she was so far behind at the beginning just because of that horse, for Saymyname. Why do Tarkins have ropes on their side? So they can lasso people. You always need a good rope. As a kid, I liked the idea of Tarkins, but always felt like they were super weak. Elite Tarkins are pretty good. Here's the castle. Here it is. Now going back on the water is Saymyname, realizing that, you know, if he controls the water, GuKi literally can't do anything. And GuKi is just stuck here regardless. The cav archers are in the middle. It calls the GG. A good pushback from her. I thought she was dead completely. She took water control, though. It just didn't add the fish. I think the fish would have been a really good addition. Then you don't have to worry about farming for the time being anyway, and you can put your resources into trying to defend a. As a kid, AOC, they were weak. Elite Tarkin was pretty good, but regular Tarkin was not at all. And regular Tarkin still isn't that good of a. But Elite Tarkin is solid. That failed house quick wall was so sad. Yeah, if she, oh man. If she had just defended against those early nights, like say my name had 0 on food, literally 0 on food. 6 nights, 40 food in the bank. You defend against those 6 nights and you're fine, probably. FVD and Nefercore, thank you for the gifted set or for the resubs. Appreciate it. Okay. Go on to game 3. Advantages there. Big 1 in gold for say my name and stone as well. Aimed it early. Fine. 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 Huns win, Dravidians loss, and then GuKi will. Let's see what the maps are. Maybe go on to Nomad, but then you have to play up against Spanish. I think that's inexperience in the draft right there, letting Spanish slip through when say my name has the first pick. And Nomad is one of your maps. Yeah, we're going on to Spanish. GuKi playing as the Berbers. Say my name playing as the Spanish. You might think, oh, Berbers, they can just go fast castle Camel Archer. And Camel Archers beat Conks. Well, need a lot of Camel Archers with a lot of upgrades to be able to beat Conquistadors. You banned Hindustanis, and I'm not sure why. Yeah, I don't know why either. I have no idea why. If Graupel was in, I could see a ban of Hindustanis, but no idea why you would ban that. The draft rumor seems weird, for sure. It seems strange. Monks beat Conks? Yeah, well, Berbers is one of the only civs that doesn't get Sanctity. So their monks are going to be very frail. Does Bohemian Unique Unit beat Conks? They can't even catch them. If they stand still, probably. It would take a very long time. Probably. But Hussite wagons are just too slow. All right, here we are. Saymyname versus GuKi. We've got Nomad. Saymyname is going to be coming over here for a TC. A pretty good one. On the edge. And says, good luck, have fun. GuKi is going to be a little bit later with her TC. Saymyname's TC is going to be at like 20% when GuKi starts to build. And she's still looking for a dock spot. We'll realize that this is the landlocked side. And we'll find a dock spot over here. Is it best on Nomad to put a TC on the first wood line? Yes.
Yeah, you'll, especially on modern Nomad, you will always find a gold or stone nearby, and then you can just adapt. But you need to put your TC on the first wood line. Don't keep wandering around looking for the perfect TC place. That is a mistake. As soon as you find a spot to put a TC, put it down. Just make sure it's not a tree that you're putting it on. Like, I've seen Spud TC this before, okay? Just make sure it's more than one tree. GuKi is already behind. Villagers. About a villager ahead here for saymyname because he started building the TC earlier. GuKi started out in the field with her vills, so needed to find a woodline first. It's not that bad. Her exploration looks like an anchor right now. Kind of cool. Saymyname found a woodline slightly earlier than her. What happened? Someone was asking if you should TC the first woodline you see. And I told them that you should make sure that it's more than one tree. He sees GuKi's dock too. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's an issue. GuKi's going to be exploring the shoreline and should find Saymyname's dock relatively soon. Does she see a rhino? She does. She's got one underneath there. Perfect. And sees another rhino over here, so. The middle looks quite interesting on the minimap. What does it look? Don't actually, no, don't answer that question. Ryan, behave yourself. Yeah, say my name with Spanish, a gold, a stone safely in the back, rhinos around. He should be perfectly fine. He should be perfectly fine. How are the corners on this map? Very cornerish. Did GuKi have a chance in the second game? She did, but then she screwed up a house wall. And lost like 7 vills. Yeah. But it went to him. GuKi does have a safe gold and a stone as well, but this is just like the perfect setup for a Spanish player. Letting Spanish slip through on the draft is a little bit of a mistake, I think. To be fair, though, she might not have noticed that Spanish was still available. I know that sounds stupid, but it happens all the time. There's so many civs on the list. When you go to pick them, sometimes your mind just blanks a little bit. You got an idea in your head of what you want to pick, and then maybe Yo did GuKi's draft. Yeah, this is the classic Yo mistake. I can beat Spanish. It's fine. The classic Yo mistake. What is this TC shot 1 extra time in killing boars? I saw MBL talk about, not seeing it here. So basically what happened, and I didn't even know this was fixed at all. When you shoot, let's say you have 4 vills in the TC and 1 villager bringing it in. It's custom to shoot it 3 times with those 4 vills, but a lot of times people will hop inside with the weak villager. And the way it worked before is that when they hop inside again, after ejecting those 4 vills at the end, the TC will start shooting the boar again when they hop inside with the TC, because it's still aggroed against that boar.
They had fixed that previously, so the TC wouldn't shoot after the villagers were ungarrisoned and then re-garrisoned. It would no longer be targeting the boar. That has been reverted with the latest patch for whatever reason. So now when you ungarrison and hop in again, the TC will still target the same boar or rhino or whatever it is you're shooting. So we made an announcement because T90 figured that out last night. I didn't even know that had been fixed. Apparently that had been fixed like 3 patches ago or whatever. I was still just playing around the fact that I thought the TC would still be, you know, shooting these things. Apparently that's been reverted. It's all news to me. We made an announcement to the players and let them know that that was the thing. So, saymyname is going up to Feudal Age really quick. He's not going for the fast castle. He's going to go for the water pressure because he saw the dock location from GuKi. GuKi is going fast castle. And GuKi will discover the dock location from saymyname. And we'll see this dock over here. So GuKi will have very limited food once saymyname takes out the fish. And saymyname is going for galleys so he can snipe the fish super quick. Villagers coming in, even with Berbers, the rhino is quick. Yeah, you can always get away with a fast castle on Nomad maps now, even if you lose your fish. That's why they're so strong, right? That's why a civ like Spanish is so strong. Now, saymyname is playing Spanish a little bit differently because he saw the dock location from GuKi and he can shut this stuff down. And she's going to lose all that food income from the fish. But she will be able to get up to Castle Age, and she will be able to get that castle. saymyname going for outposts. He can see that she's mining something, but he doesn't know what. He doesn't know what. Maybe wait till the villager carries over the stone? Yeah, okay. So he can see that it's stone if he's paying attention to what's in her arms. He can click on the villager, but he can't see what she's carrying, dude. Oh, it says stone miner in the game, just not in capture age. That is true. That is true. In capture age, it doesn't say that. It just says villager. You make a good point. You make a compelling argument. Speaking of stone, saymyname going for a stone wall. He knows the castle's incoming and is cutting off this entire section of the map. Also chasing away with this villager, but GuKi is Berbers. So she should be able to survive with this unless she runs right into the TC. Assume GuKi's giving up on water. Oh, yeah. She might go back later to snipe the fishing ships, and I think that's a solid idea. That's something that you need to do if you go fast castle in the unique unit. You can't just control the middle. You have to take out the fish at some point. Otherwise, it's just too huge of an advantage. saymyname, we'll see the villagers coming forward. GuKi is going to try for a forward castle. saymyname is not complete with the walls yet. And GuKi will be like, oh, walls. Okay, we'll just go past and make a castle right here, potentially. As saymyname goes out for this stone, instead of this stone for whatever reason. GuKi's coming in. There's a chance. There is a chance. saymyname is sending the villagers. GuKi goes for a siege workshop. She'll make a few scorpions to help against the villagers. That's actually kind of smart. That's actually really smart. She knows that if she just YOLOs a castle, saymyname will probably kill a ton of villagers. However, if she gets scorpions out here, then saymyname will probably need to retreat. saymyname still is not clicked up to Castle Age. Scorpions are going to come out. Scorpions are going to help a lot, guys. Scorpions are going to help a lot. This could be a disaster for saymyname. The wall was such a smart idea, but GuKi pressured too quickly. He was only building with one villager, and this is a disaster for saymyname. Another scorpion's gonna come out. GuKi will repair. saymaneme's losing so much. Nice! He's on stone here. Like, why not go back here? I don't understand. If he had gone back here, he could have just, like, stone-walled this whole area with all of those villagers, potentially. Scouts are now coming out from saymyname. She kills the villagers and repairs the scorpion and can attack the scouts with the vills of her own and doesn't lose a single scorpion just yet. And saymyname has lost so many villagers, but he still has a lot of fishing ships. 22 villagers only from him, and the castle's going to go up on the stone. I feel like the castle should have gone up here. Why are you not making the castle here? Why are you not making the castle here? That might be a fatal mistake for GuKi. That, you need a more aggressive castle. saymyname has water. He's still in a good position this game, even with everything that's happening right now. Well, might not be if he sends all of his remaining vill. What is he doing? I don't even know what's happening anymore. saymyname, he can't range the vills. He doesn't have fletching. He thinks the tower is denying the castle. The tower is not denying the castle. He's just sending villagers to their death. And he's making more scouts. And he's trying to deny it. It's at 96%. He's not going to. Castle is up. saymyname has 13 fishing ships. How did those two survive? GuKi will now start to go for camel archers. Her eco behind this is tragic. Tragic. 25 villagers versus 23. Fishing ships are still here for saymyname. They're not very efficient at all. He's got a lot of gold. But he's stuck in the feudal age. Scouts are still coming out for him. I don't know. Some questionable things going on here. As saymyname sends another vill to potentially dock over on this side. Is it just me or is saymyname still kind of winning? If he hadn't have tossed in 15 villagers, he definitely would be winning. 100%. Mill coming up over here. Camel Archer is going to discover that. Good scouting from GuKi. He is still in feudal? Yeah. Yeah. And he can't escape with these Berryvilles. So he's going to lose even more. 26 villagers for both. Scouts killing another vill. These scouts could get over here and cause some problems as well. Right now, saymayname's more concerned with controlling the camel archers. Still no fletching on these. And GuKi's eco is still really, really bad. But she does have the scorpions with 8 kills. Market from saymyname. 900 gold. Please don't tell me he buys food just to make more scouts. Fishing ships need another dock at some point. He's going to buy some stone so he could go for a defensive tower to keep the wood line safe. Camel Archer running right past the TC. Doesn't take any damage, though. Might take damage from the Spearman. No, she micros it away. Good job. GuKi needs to start expanding her eco now. She's thinking about another castle. But I think a TC is probably necessary, right? Or some sort of food collection of some kind. Go queue up more camel archers. Why doesn't GuKi have a mangonel? It's tough to afford. Mangonel could be massive, though. The scorpions are putting in work. Imagine what a mangonel could do. saymyname has redocked over here. Still 16 fishing ships, and he's adding more. He has a good food eco behind this. Ram now coming out from GuKi. GuKi is going to push The scouts have discovered the ram. Another villager goes down. Say my name is just wasting his scouts right away underneath the castle. Wow, what a game. He knows he's got an insane food eco with all these fishing ships. So he's going to add another stable. Which is probably good because the scouts keep taking damage as they come out. He's going to get bloodlines and he's going to try and clear this stuff up with feudal age units. Oh, 2 vills dead to those scorps. Second TC is up from GuKi. She's expanding her eco. Say my name, thinking about Castle Age potentially. Maybe GuKi can just sit under the tower with camel archers. I mean, yeah, she probably should have been, right? Who knows? Say my name is housed. And GuKi's now taking out the houses. He's going to be housed for a while. He is going to be housed for a while. He's going to lose a lot of these. A second stable from him. But he needs houses. He's making more over here. You can see that he's got map control everywhere except in his own base. He's got docks all the way around the outside. He's still adding fishing ships. And he's queuing up scouts for a giant feudal counterattack. Housed again. Omega housed. Going for a tower now on this side. Could potentially stonewall over here. Still has the scouts to push away the scorpions potentially. Goes for a tower on the gold. More fishing ships still coming out. He's going to fish the entire map. GuKi should get back on water for sure. If she can. Right? Like war galley research. And then fires to clear up all the fish. You have to know from his score that he's absolutely booming on water.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad.
Incredibly alive. Thank you for the 5 months. Or just go for another forward castle here.
Hi.
Take out the TC and he can't go up to Castle Age. Petards, a ram on the TC. Why this ram isn't working way there? I don't know. Why no mangonel? I don't know. Seems a little confused, right? More scouts coming in. 26 fishing ships supporting the double stable production. Going for the market. That could hurt. That could hurt for sure. But now another tower comes in for Say My Name. GuKi, a castle here would be so good. Like, she could get back on water. That's one option. Take out the fish with fires. Don't think Say My Name can really do much to stop that. She could go for a forward castle here. She could mangonel push this area and protect with the camel archers. But none of those things are happening just yet. Okay, forward castle. Forward castle. Gotta protect it with the camel archers. Gotta wall in these villas too. Say My Name's gonna attempt to go for a tower here, I think. He can buy 100 stone if he has the scouts over here. He doesn't. Market is dead. That's a good point. The market is dead. She rammed the market, so he can't buy stone. Double bit axe. Big. GuKi will be able to cut off this TC, and Say My Name will need to re-TC somewhere. He's on the way to Castle Age. Can he keep it alive long enough? This is a situation for petards. This is a I would 100% go petards here. 100%. I know I can hear T90 in my mind going, oh, petards is such a dumb idea. Remember the Nomad tournament we played? I petarded the guy's CC at 98% Castle Age. And it won us the game. I've done it to him. He was at, Tristan was at 99% in a 1v1 we played. Petard it. Kill it. Go for a ram. Do something. We need to kill this TC. He cannot be allowed to get to Castle Age. Make a single petard. One. And it gets denied. The ram is coming! The ram is coming! Come on! Villager, do not block that. Do not block that. Thank you. 56%. Say My Name has a huge fish lead. He's got so many scouts. Where on earth are these? They're back here. GuKi's busy. The ram is working away. Say my name. He's going to try and repair this. The ram is working, guys. The ram is working. The ram is working. 77. He's sending more villagers. GuKi, go from petard. Another ram. The scorpions are coming 25 seconds away. Do not block this ram. Do not block this ram. 90%. 91, 92, 93. 2 rams now. Villagers are paying 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. It comes in. Oh my God. Instant replay. Instant replay. We need to know. We need to know what this was at. 58 HP. And Castle Age comes in for Say My Name. Oh my God. And now Say My Name gets light cav. And he's got 1,000 food because of the 38 fishing ships. GuKi will still win though. I don't know, man. GuKi has 81 villagers. That's really good. I guess these fish are super inefficient now. Say My Name goes for another TC. Light cav are clearing up the rams. This is a crazy game. It really is. It's a wild game. Which is at 1 petard. Do not look down on petards when your opponent is Feudal Age and you have forward castle drop them in Nomad. Petards are your friend. Say My Name doesn't care about his light cap. He's got so much food coming in at the moment. He doesn't care. He's got 35 villagers versus 87. 35 mils, and she's going back on water. Let's go. All right, GuKi should have this. Maybe. It's a big land eco versus a big water eco. Say My Name's forced back onto water pressure. War Galley upgrade is incoming. TC over here is almost up, so he can reboom on that side. Still 2 castles in the middle blocking him off. Another town center over here from Say My Name. Let's see if GuKi can pull this out. 92 villagers. She's finally got a good eco. Say My Name is still at 38. But something's telling me that he's still in a decent position this game. Feels like GuKi's camel archers are just purely focused on trying to take care of the raids in his eco. And Say My Name still has these walls kind of, you know, controlling her movement just a little bit. Fantastic game. This is the type of Nomad game that we want to see 100%. Villagers going down. Say My Name. Sniping a few of those. Trying to catch up. Still has 900 food. Plus 2 armor knights. And GuKi still doesn't have Bodkin Arrow. She still doesn't have Bodkin Arrow. I think she forgot about it. She's remembered. Nice. Ballistics is in. Bodkin's finally coming in. The armor completes. No bloodlines. I don't know if she has husbandry either. Look at the mini-map, man. Say My Name has her completely surrounded. But GuKi has this nice little safe area in the middle. And of course, the 2 castles. Which are not safe for Say My Name. "20 camel archers. Be careful back here. Be careful, GuKi. That is a trapped area. If Say My Name goes and walls this, he can kill all of these with his knights. If he goes and walls that side. And he's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going for the wall. I think there's another area she can potentially sneak through here. He's going for another wall there. GuKi's trapped herself. She's trapped herself with all the camel archers. That's 8 of them. Dead. Trying to escape whatever way she can. She still has more behind, but Say My Name is going to attempt a
Just for hanging out with you.
horrific castle. He might be able to get it up if the knights come back. I don't know where the knights are going. They're heading this way now. He might be able to get this castle up. 18 knights on the field with +2 armor. Another castle here from GuKi protecting herself. The farming eco is really popping off for her. 41 farms. Knights are pushing back these camel archers now. Castles have ballistics and bodkin arrow. 60 villagers now for saymyname. And the castle will go up to protect himself. And he's going for rams. So he's going to pressure this area. GuKi wisely goes for a mangonel, though. And GuKi is on the way to imp. Let's go. Nicely played from GuKi. She's walling this off, too. Perfect. Amazing. Let's go. We got ourselves a series here, folks. Didn't ban Spanish. We thought it was a mistake. There's been some questionable decision-making from both of them here. But it's a messy game, and things happen. If saymyname gets through here, uh-oh. Uh-oh, he needs to get through here. He needs to get through here. She's trying to wall this off. She could go for a gate here to stop this. She's trying to wall this off. She's trying to wall this off. And the relic blocks it. He can't get through because the relic. The relic, dude. A gift from the gods. Let's go. That, I don't think she fully realized the relic was there blocking it either. She was probably having a panic attack. Imp from this TC. Oh, no. It'll go up, though. He'll complete it. There's not enough time for the trebs to come out from GuKi. Still 35 fishing ships from saymyname. Look at this. He's completely cleared the fish on this side. There's one left. There's two left. And then on to these fish. Oh, boy. What a game. Pause is in. Saymyname says sec. He needs a moment to recover. Let's look at the food collected here. I think GuKi's caught up, but saymyname should still be ahead. Yeah. Skirmishers now on the way from saymyname. GuKi's going to need to think a little bit here about what she needs to do. I mean, so much food in the bank because of insane Berber farms. But you've got a lot of food floating. Hussar could be a really, really solid technology. Or just even light cab to raid if you're floating that much food. Rams are pushing out from saymyname. Knights are pushing in. Gotta be careful with double castle stack, with bodkin, with ballistics, right? These knights are gonna absolutely get cooked. He does snipe the mangonel. And now he's got the rams over on this side as he garrisons the knights inside of the castle. Camel archers still looking for potential damage. Rams doing really good damage against that castle as GuKi comes forward to repair. I think saymyname might take this out. Has to be concerned about his own castle, though, which is probably going to go down. And it is going to die. Meanwhile, over here, being trebbed down. He's a little concerned about the water pressure here from GuKi as she tried to redock. Not going to be able to hold that position, though. And the camel archers are now free to come into the eco here from saymyname as saymyname tries to get all of the technologies here for his skirms. He still doesn't have the armor for the skirms. GuKi finally getting bloodlines. She's got a stable. Remember Spanish cannon galleons. Could be a problem. Danny, thank you for the raid. We got ourselves a fantastic Nomad game here, folks. Both, saymyname, I think, was down to 21 vills. GuKi had 24. Saymyname was in Feudal Age until like minute 40 or something. What's the timeline here for Feudal Age? Yeah, or Castle Age. Castle Age, 35 minutes versus 16. Some stuff happened this game. Some stuff happened. GuKi's giving him a little bit of time. She's switching into Hussar, which is great. Waiting for that tech switch. The skirmishers are here from Say My Name, but the Hussar should be able to counter that. And the light cav are coming through already. Cannon galleons could be massive for Say My Name. He could clear up all of this stuff on the edge. All of these farms, everything. If he has the gold for it. He could clear up that castle, the Treb, everything. But he's going to be very, very concerned with these Hussar that are coming in, supported by the Camel Archers. It's going to be a Poop Lord game. Say My Name just sitting on the edge of the water. How much gold is left on the map? That's a good question. 13k. I don't know how much is realistically available for Say My Name. He's got this stuff, I suppose. Camel Archer's still pushing in here. Villagers dying over here because this TC went down. I think GuKi's got this. I think GuKi's got this. What a game. There's just nothing for the Hussar. Just now pecked into pikemen. He's got a lot of food still because of the fishing chips. But now that fish are all gone. And he calls the GG and GuKi takes that. What a game. Some big moments in this game, right? Like Say My Name sending the villagers forward to contest. Say My Name not having the wall complete. It was such a good idea. If that wall was complete, GuKi would have had to castle here and then the game is over. Felt like there was multiple instances where GuKi could have potentially finished the game, but she was busy with the scouts that were roaming around her eco, right? Difficult. And the relic as well, yep. The workshop is huge. The workshop was a stroke of genius from GuKi. The workshop was massive from GuKi. So she comes forward. I think a lot of people in her position after losing water that early and seeing the TC here would just go for the castle and just say, fuck it, we ball. And just YOLO. What GuKi realized is that Say My Name saw her, was sending villagers, so she goes for the siege workshop, builds it really quickly, and goes for scorpions. And once you have scorpions against a feudal age opponent, they can't do anything against those. You fight their scouts with your vills and repair the scorpions, and then your scorpions kill his vills, and then you can get the castle up 100%. Now, the question here for me is why she went for the castle right here. I don't understand that. I think the castle should have been here, but I mean, it worked out. So who am I, right? Who am I to say? David, I know who I know who I am. User, thank you. The 22 months. Sharp, thank you. Hair attack, thank you. Regrettably alive, thank you. Also, the petards would have been so nice to deny cast. Oh my god, remember Castle Age. Oh god. Say My Name's TC was down to like 30 HP. He got Castle Age by a second. All right. Well, Nomad's a win for her. Against Spanish, no less. Good job there from GuKi. Okay. Next game. Let's see. Looks like it's going... I don't know the map yet. It's going to be one of Say My Name's home maps. Golden Hill or Stranded. Now for Golden Hill, the civs... Probably Koreans for Say My Name. More line of sight on your villagers is nice. If you're... the towers are obviously beautiful if you get hill position. Turtle ships are good now. Even just water pressure for Koreans is good. Stranded, probably Goths. Maybe Romans. Probably Goths. And then for GuKi, Magyars on Stranded and Lithuanians on Golden Hill. Yeah, I still don't understand the Hindustani ban. Maybe she knows something we don't, but I still don't understand that. Thank you everyone for being here, by the way. We continue the tournament. How's the set between how'd the set between Cloud and Teemo go? It's still going on. Oh wow, that's a banger of a Nomad game right now. Between Cloud and Teemo. I'm just looking at the mini map. Oh jeez. Cloud has 9 bombard cannons with Koreans. Teemo has 145 villagers. Look at this mini map. Look at this mini map. Jeez. There's no resources left at all. It's a wood game. It might be, and all the wood is down here in the south. That looks like a fun one. Okay, it's going to be Stranded for our next game. Oh god. So is T90, is he going to cast Viper and Emu and then he's going to call him Emu the whole time? Oh jeez. Oh man, that's going to be brutal, dude. Emu. Classic, I know. This tournament's so much fun. I agree. There's been some, like, there's definitely been some stomps so far, as you would expect in round of 128, but there's been some classic games. The game yesterday, so far the game of the tournament for me is that inundation game yesterday between Jibbatong and Gemjack. It will take a lot for a game to surpass that one. That was a slobber knocker. That was an absolute slobber knocker. When did GuKi join Fox? Probably like 2 months ago, 3 months ago. A what? A slobber knocker, Michigan. That's right. Wonder how Sebastian will perform in this tournament. Good question. I mean, Sebastian struggled in the Noble Apartment Cup qualifiers, right? He lost to Dogao, which I didn't expect at all. So, but then again, like Sebastian's not bad at water maps. He won the Thalassocracy Cup. Koreans for Say My Name on Stranded. So he's not going to go Koreans on Golden Hill, which I expected. I wonder if he goes Goss on Golden Hill. Learning some English expressions every day. Oh, I got a few for you, dude. It's not often that you use slobber knocker, but that game is one of the rare situations. Did Yo play yet? I don't think so. Yo is up against GG out. And that's tomorrow. That's a rough one for GG out. Oh, I made it into the seeding. Just barely. My rating was enough. I guess, who am I matched up against? Maybe someone like MBL. Maybe someone I can take out, you know, with surprise tactics. Maybe someone I can win a game. Oh, fuck. I'm against Yo. GuKi, where are we going? She's looking for a TC spot. That's a good spot. Really solid spot. Wasn't sure if she could put it there because of the hill. But she'll find Woodline, the gold, and a rhinoceros right nearby. GuKi is playing as the Magyars. We're on Stranded. You start with a fishing ship and 3 vills. And saymyname is also going to find a pretty good TC spot. I think there's two like lines of thought here. You either TC the first woodline you come across with the thought process that you're going to get a gold nearby somewhere, or you TC the gold and the wood. And I think most people are going to tend towards TCing the gold and the wood. Unfortunately for saymyname, he will have to add a mining camp as well, because this gold is just too far away. Colors? Oh yeah, true. There we go. Magyars suggests early land aggression. Yep. Yep. Magyars does suggest that. You're definitely not going Magyars for their water bonuses, that's for sure. I think though you have to, I think with Magyars here, you have to go gold wood. You can't just go scouts early. I think what you need to do is make a fire to protect your fish. Just have a defensive posture on the water because saymyname will attempt to come forward with his own ships. And then you open archery range and you make a few extra spearmen. Those will benefit from the forging upgrade automatically. And if you protect your fish, you will start gathering in food and you can add in the stable after the archery range. I don't know if you open scouts here. We'll see, though. Only downside is high ground for harassment later. You mean GuKi's TC? Yeah. Should be able to secure this, though. Also, Magyars actually might find some good value here. With the Komodos around, they can just one-shot every one of these. Bop, bop, bop. Whereas saymayname's gonna have to worry about losing vills. You should send a vill forward with their spears, archers to bop the wildlife. That is true, yeah. Late game is actually rough for Magyars with no bomber cannon. That is true. That is a big deal that we saw the other day in the Gemjack series. He was Japanese. He made his castles forward. They got killed. And then suddenly there's no way for him to push at all because there's very limited stone on this map. We can see this right now. 3,150 stone. So if your civ needs castles for tread production, you better build those castles in very smart locations. Otherwise, you're going to be buying stone to repair them. You're going to be buying stone to make more castles so you can just make trebs. It's difficult, for sure. Thoughts on player winning water, losing every game? Not really the case. There's been games where the player, like, the problem with that assessment is that, like, if you look at the Boundary Brawl game, for example, saymyname kind of won water early, and then he transitioned into something else. And force GuKi into further investment on water, right? Same thing on Houseboat. saymyname won water early because he forced GuKi into making 8 fire galleys on her own pond. And there was no fire galleys on his pond. That's a win for him. Even though he got his forward docks cleared. Like Golden Hill, if you win water on Golden Hill, you win the game. And I haven't seen someone lose water on Golden Hill and win the game. Could go for capped ram. What would Koreans even do against that? Bomber cannons, onagers, even mangonels, albs. Saymyname with 300 res more. How? He was going for a fast feudal, so he had more villagers on the boar than GuKi did, and GuKi hasn't dropped off yet. GuKi's got a lot of food available that she hasn't dropped off. He's still ahead though. You can also take a look at the percentages here. Gathering eco, he's got 10 minutes more. So he's been a little bit more efficient than she has. Another dock here for Say My Name, and GuKi is going to go for Fast Castle? GuKi's going Fast Castle? Interesting. Okay. We haven't seen this. I don't even know what this is. It's going to pull in this elephant and click up to Feudal Age, and she will have enough for a Fast Castle build. This might be Fast Castle Cav Archers? Unfortunately for GuKi, she will lose water, but I mean, only 5 fishing ships at this point. Is taking the hunt over here, is still bringing in the elephant, so she will have food eco. FCCA feels so weak. Yeah, I mean, Say My Name will be able to go for a relatively fast castle himself. He still hasn't made the mining camp here. Taking long distance, which isn't terrible. He goes for an archer range of his own. But maybe she could do the damage. I don't know. Maybe like Siege Workshop push? Scorpion push? See you later, Danny. There are no we don't play favorites here. We don't play favorites. All the homies get bopped. Feudal Age is about to be in. Say My Name's going for some archers. Blacksmith as well. And look at the resources from Say My Name. He can click up to Castle Age relatively soon with the 8 fishing ships that he has. He's identified from the Feudal Age time from GuKi that she's going for a fast castle. So he felt free to add in extra fish, and he's got 8 of them. And now he's finally in a position to harass her fish. And he almost went right by them. Damn. Another fire galley coming in from this side, though. GuKi will drop off some food, get the wood upgrade, and go up to the Castle Age. Stable is coming up as well from her. Castle Age has been clicked. Say My Name. Almost 500 food in the bank. And going for big walls. Big walls for Say My Name. He sees the stable. He doesn't want to get caught off guard by knights before he's up to the Castle Age. And he's getting fletching even. That's interesting. Fletching. That's like something you wouldn't want to waste your resources on, right? Castle Age seems like a priority. Fletching is coming in nonetheless. This archer will die. This archer will follow. And this archer might follow as well, unless the spearman gets here in time, which it looks like it will. Slowing his Castle Age too much, little sus. Maybe he feels like 100 food isn't that big of an investment, and at the end of the day, it's not really. Fishing ship's still working away. Elephant's still under the TC. Believe there might be holes somewhere around here. He's patching that one. That's not a hole. This is still available. And this one obviously is still open. Say My Name heads out to the stone pile. Could go for tower defense against the early pressure. And the scouts are in. There is a hole. There's a hole right there. Oh, God. The scouts are in, holding it open for future night pressure. GuKi does not have a lot of wood, though. So if she wants to follow up with like a siege workshop or something, it's going to be tough, right? Her wood eco was shut down by those archers from saymyname. She's sending a villager forward, and this Komodo is going to run into trouble. That's not the right bill to mess with, Komodo. As GuKi will come in here and attempt to hold the hole open. Iron casting scouts are dangerous. Spearman is there to defend, and saymyname will be safe. And he's going to make his way up to Castle Age. With the fish. GuKi's in trouble. Goes for the siege workshop. Still heavily behind on eco. Kills a singular villager. saymyname. Thought he was going to quick wall. Should have known better. He's not him. Just going to chase that scout. It's very low HP. Doesn't have to worry about it all that much. Nice farm mill there from saymyname. He didn't have a mill, so he couldn't make farms. And he couldn't make a market. So he goes to the mill in the middle of the desert. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing more and more of that on this map. As GuKi adds in more knights and adds in a ram as well. GuKi has lost now almost all of her fishing ships, and these ones are being chased too. saymyname gets to the Castle Age. He could go for additional TCs. He could go for watch or guard towers as well, but it looks like he's going to attempt the castle. Going to try and get a castle up before this ram is in. There it is. And that thing is going to be able to defend the hill and keep that gold safe. Spearmen are also here. I don't think GuKi will manage to do anything with this push. She'll need to shift her focus to another side. Don't feel like the FC did too much for GuKi. Yeah, to be fair, I think against a lot of players, this FC would have done a lot. But saymyname, as soon as he realized it was FC, he saw the stable, he walled completely. And this is making life very difficult for GuKi. And he also added in the fish, because he saw she wasn't in Feudal Age yet. So I think he's reacted super well. Make it transport. Only one dock. Covered by fires. Not that great, right? She will kill the blacksmith before Bodcanero comes in. That's very nice. And saymyname will need to react with some quick walls. I think GuKi will target the market now. I think that's the smart play. Also kills these spearmen so easily with those +2 knights. Is in now to the woodline, and saymyname is losing vills again. saymyname is losing vills. It's getting ugly. I don't know how consistent this push is. I don't know how long it's going to last. Still no Bodcanero for saymyname. Good quick walls on this side. Tries to catch up with the war wagons. GuKi's still running around. It's not a bloodlines on these knights, but she does have the armor, and she does have both the attack upgrades. And kills another villager. Nice. Kills 2 more villagers. saymyname is down to 32. There's a castle here, though. GuKi needs to be careful. And kill some more vills. Dead. 40 villagers for GuKi. 2 TCs. This is kind of reminding us of the last game, isn't it? As GuKi takes out the barracks, takes out another house. And saymyname now pushing forward with the war wagon. saymyname might not realize he doesn't have Bodkin. Does kill the Mangonel, though, and the Knights need to retreat. War wagons are strong regardless of whether they have Bodkin or not. GuKi now goes for a market. Saymyname only has 9 fishing ships. It's not the 30 like he had last game, but he's got this super strong comp of war wagons. And GuKi will be forced into monks. I don't think Magyars have... They do have Sanctity. Okay, they actually have a decent monk tech tree. Surprising. Scorpions are not very good against war wagons, by the way. Hello, Danny. GuKi now making her way into skirms. Saymyname booming up from 2 TCs. Going for a third now. It still kind of feels like now that he has the war wagon, she can't do any more damage. It was a good raid. He's still got the fish on the outside. Is still ahead in terms of this game. But she's bought herself enough time to start really adding eco behind. No Bodkin is going to kill him, man. No Bodkin is going to be so brutal. And he doesn't have... Like, there's no reason for him to make another blacksmith, right? Unless he wants the siege workshop. Because he already has the armor for the wagons. He's going to be thinking, man, the range was so low on these. I could have sniped those monks. I should have sniped those monks. Did you see ACCM's transport? Yeah, we watched it earlier. Scorpions are doing negligible damage against these war wagons. Siege workshop now. Here for Saymyname. And I guess he can make the siege workshop because he made the blacksmith earlier. Okay, that makes sense. So he's never getting Bodkin, is what we're saying. More fish are being added in from Saymyname. There's not a lot of stone in this map. Normally we would think about a follow-up castle or something, but he's going to have to come out to the singular stone to get enough. Ballistics is now in for GuKi, and she's got plenty of skirms now. And Saymyname goes for a ram, and we'll probably follow up with a Mangonel to try and deal with said skirms. Might get Bodkin and Imp. I mean, yeah, maybe. Dude, Bodkin is going to hurt so much here against these skirms. Bodkin is going to hurt. No, Bodkin is going to hurt so much. Oh, God. Like, normally, wagons are okay against skirm. You can just get close to them. You can kill all of them. But without Bodkin... GuKi needs archer armor, too. That is true, yeah. He does need archer armor. Now it's her turn to be housed. As the ram is not enough to kill that siege workshop. Siege workshop remains alive, and GuKi's repairing. Huge. That's a massive repair for GuKi. Saymyname is really afraid to push in here. He doesn't want to push past that siege workshop. He wants to clear it first. He does still have a good eco behind, though. 3 TCs pumping out vills. More fishing ships being added. Redocking along the sides. More res collected. And the Mangonel comes out from GuKi. Instantly snipes the Mangonel from Saymyname. But the other one dies. And GuKi holds this position. Are Magyars better late game? Not on this map. Nope, not on this map. There's not enough stone. You need a bombard cannon sieve in late game on this map. Or you just need to be really careful with your castle placements. 1 for 1 on the Mangonels. Monk goes down. So does the converted wagon. And this weird little battle continues. GuKi lost the Mangonel. Oh boy. She's trying to make another one. Saymyname. Now getting light cat. He's going to have to make a blacksmith. He's making a blacksmith. Let's go. He wanted to make a tech switch, but now he's gonna go to it and be like, I need the armor. And then cancel that and go for Bodkin. No? Surely next, right? Surely the armor is gonna get queued up here. How important is that middle relic? Well, there's 5 relics on the map, and they are fairly important. There was one game we saw a player with like 4,000 gold collected from relics. It was Amalius. Bodkin. Bodkin. Buy the food, sell the wood, go for Bodkin. Bodkin? Nope. Bod. He decides that gold shaft mining is more important than Bodkin arrow. He still hasn't realized he doesn't have it. Wagons push in. Imperial Age is on the way for GuKi. Still no bot. He gets forging. Like for... Brother. Does Imp really give GuKi anything? Gives her Bracer for her skirms. Yep. It gives her Bracer. Mangano pushing forward, 1 for 1. Terrible position for GuKi. Light Cav coming in, and they don't squeeze past the war wagons. GuKi has time to retreat. GuKi has time to retreat, but she will lose this positioning. Imagine if she had lost that siege workshop way earlier. Like, those 2 repair villagers coming forward were super clutch. Imagine if she had lost that. This would have been happening for the last 5 minutes from saymyname. She can get to Magyar Hussar. Wouldn't that be massive against the wagons? War wagons aren't considered siege. So, they don't have that armor class. Magyar Hussar don't get any bonuses against them. Still no Bodkin arrow. Tower pushing coming, and it's a good one. And the light cav are in. He's getting so many techs, but no Bodkin. Another TC here for GuKi. Huge Imperial Age advantage for her, but what is it going to do? It gets her Bracer. That's it. Chasing away a villager over here are these guys as saymyname tries to redock. Second armor upgrade is in. Saymyname's about to click up to him. GuKi getting Bracer. And nothing else. 92 villagers for him. Her 89 for saymyname. And Imperial Age is on the way, but there's 21 fishing ships still here. Chemistry 8 coming in. Light Caver's still raiding. And GuKi buys stone. And she's thinking about a castle. It's going to have to go like here, I think. Right? Unless she clears up the light cav. Maybe she wants to clear up the light cav first, potentially. But like here? I don't even know where you put this castle. Saymyname. I mean, he is not messing around. Getting a unique tech now for the extra range on the towers. Tower here, tower here, tower here. Imagine if GuKi hadn't held this siege workshop position earlier. This would have been happening forever ago. She did such a good job doing that, but she couldn't hold it forever. And saymyname without Bodkin arrow. Now it's coming in. Let's go. He's been pushing back. Castle is coming up from GuKi. She needs to secure some gold. As saymyname loops around for yet another tower. Now, at the end of the day, towers probably aren't the best thing on this map given the lack of stone. But at the current moment, they feel pretty good for saymyname. What does seed number mean? It means how they're seeded in the tournament. So players with a lower seed, like a lower number, are the better players, and players with the higher number are the worst players. And that just ensures that we don't have like Viper versus Hera in round of 128. Iron casting coming in. Bodkin arrows in. It's wild he gets iron casting before he gets bracer. There it is. And GuKi will go for some trebs. She's still alive. Somehow. We don't know how, but somehow. The problem on this map is lack of stone. There's not a lot. And I would assume there's probably like 1,000 left. 1,700 left. So Magyars can't get bombard cannon. Are you fucking serious?
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a
You know how
chance to
expensive that upgrade is? Like we can't see it here, but that is an expensive upgrade for not a lot. Like, let's look at the stats, right? 150 HP, 9 attack, 4 range. And then 7 pierce armor, 3 melee armor. We get the elite upgrade. It goes to 5 range, which is huge. It gets 50 extra HP, which in the grand scheme of things is not that big of a statistical increase. And he's only got 21 of them. It's 1,000 wood, 800 gold. Yeah, it's very expensive. GuKi's losing TCs. She's losing farmland. Saymyname is extremely comfortable. Getting chemistry now, getting siege engineers. And he'll start pushing forward. You kill the castles from GuKi, you win the game. Saymyname doesn't have so much wood, he can replace wagons forever. What are you talking? There's wood everywhere, bro. GuKi needs to go full Hera in order to win this? Probably. You definitely need some raids, that's for sure. And unfortunately, she's the only one getting raided at the moment. The farm eco just has to keep being moved, right? If she had secure farming, there's potential in this game. But she just keeps needing to move it away at all times. Saymyname attempting to max out his tech tree. He's going to have maximum eco-techs possible. I think maybe missing like stone mining or something. We know he has gold shaft. Not saying Elite War Wagon isn't good. It is very, very good. It's just amazing that he found that much res to spend there. And he still has plenty of res floating. Holy, my man has res for days. There's even an argument to be made here for Saymyname to just run under the castle with the wagons. They have 200 HP. They have 8 pierce armor. Castle now goes up in a relatively safe spot. No one's grabbing the relics so far either. Krebs are going down. Bomber cannon is out. Castle is downhill from this siege. And GuKi does not really have enough stone to repair that castle. She will have some trebs. But when the trebs die, there's absolutely no way to push back. And now there's no way to make trebs. Saymyname kills this treb, and it's game over. GG. Nice attempt. Good set. Saymyname taking that one 3-1. GuKi wins the game, though. An incredible game on Nomad. This was a great game as well. Really, really fun stuff. Love to see it. Guys, Stranded might be like the MVP of the map pool so far. This is like this map always results in some really fun dynamic games. I really like it. It's interesting. The hold here from GuKi was so good. Houseboat is the GOAT? Yeah, maybe. I think people will start to realize just how important castle positions are as this tournament goes deeper. The lack of stone is just apparent, right? And oh, look at this. saymyname was also tower pushing over here. We didn't even see that. So he's cutting off the farming and the stone and the gold and everything. And he had already cut off the stuff over here as well. Shock GuKi had so much food at the end. Yeah, all of that, every time the player who resigns, all of whatever's in their queue will go back into the rest bank. All right. Well, saymyname, much better eco there. We'll be able to see it scaled really well with the fishing eco. Got his TCs up in time to match the fast castle from GuKi. And it's a 3-1.